So basically, design thinking is a way of solving problems by focusing on what people need and coming up with new ideas and testing them quickly to see if they work. Okay. So basically, design thinking's the thinking has different steps. The first step is empathize, define, ideate, prototype, test, and implement. So basically, if you want to make any project or you have any idea in your mind, you have to first empathize with the concept of that idea. For example, you have to create something for a blind person. So you need to first understand what a blind person needs. Empathize means keeping yourself in their shoes. Empathize and sympathy. There's a difference between sympathy and empathy. Anyone has an idea about sympathy? So basically, sympathy is like feeling bad for someone else. Empathize means putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Okay. How does it feel to be a blind person? And how does it feel to operate in a world where you are blind? Okay. So first you have to empathize. Then after empathizing, you need to define the problem. After defining the problem, you need to create an idea. And once you have created an idea, the final step is making a prototype. Prototype is a small scale model. Then you test it. If the testing is done good, the test is perfect, then you proceed further and implement it. If there is some errors during testing, then you again go back to prototype, make some changes, and check whether your idea and your definition is correct or not. If it is not correct, then you make some changes in that. Then again you make a prototype, test it again, and then implement. For example, if you want to do something about pollution and create a project that deals with the pollution, then you need to first understand how is pollution affecting us in our daily lives. How is pollution is causing lung cancer or breathing problems. Unless you understand that, you can't create any definition or you can't create an idea. So first you need to empathize, understand what the problem is and how does it affect you and other people around you, and then define it, then ideate, and then create a prototype. Upon testing, if it is if it passes during test, then you implement it. Okay. Now each and every step is being explained in different slides. So empathize is this involves observing, engaging, and understanding the needs and desire and challenges of the user. For example, if you want to create a change in a bag, the bags that you carry to school, if some company wants to create a change in that bag, then you need to first observe that whether the bag is helping you or not. For example, the strap of a bag. If the strap of the bag is very narrow, then you will feel pain in your shoulders. If the strap is wide, then you won't feel any pain. Okay. So if you want to change these things, then you first to understand whether the problem or how the problem is affecting you and how the people in your surroundings need that solution. Okay. So first you need to understand that how the person feels or not. So that is empathize. The second is define. This step involves synthesizing the information gathered and framing the problem in a way that guide and design the process. So after empathizing, after understanding how the problem affects you and other people around you, you create a definition, you define it. After defining, basically the thing is, why do you define anything? If someone asks you define air, yeah, define your problem. So basically you are taking everything and creating one sentence so that you can understand what is the main problem that we are facing. Otherwise, it is very haywire. You can't understand what problem we are facing or not. So first you need to empathize, then define. Defining is important. Perplexed or you can't focus on one problem. Okay. Then is ideate. After defining, you need to create an idea. In this phase, designers generate a wide range of creative solutions to address the defined problems. After you have defined the problem, you will create ideas, different types of ideas. You will do brainstorming. So ideate part includes the brainstorming. You brainstorm, you think different types of solutions. Will they work or not? After you have settled on one idea, then you create a prototype. Designers create prototype or representations of their ideas to quickly and cheaply test them. Basically, you can't create, even if we take the example of a plane, before making a plane, a small scale model is created so that we can test them in labs. We can't straight away go and create a larger plane. If it fails, then our money and our hard work will go in water. So you first create a small scale project, small scale plane, a small scale prototype. You test that prototype, then you create a large scale model. Okay, the prototype is not implemented. The large scale model is implemented, but for the large scale model to work, you need to first test it on small scale model. That is what is prototype. Okay, so basically that satellite GSLV model, this plane, these are all prototypes only. For example, if you want to introduce a snack, okay, or new flavor of chips, so first you will create a batch, testing batch. Then you ask or gather some audience and ask them to taste it. Based on the feedback of that audience, you will understand whether we should make some changes in this, or it is perfect to launch in the market. Okay. Also, like when you baking a cake, you first taste it at every step to understand if we are moving in the right direction. Then only you proceed further. The same way it is done in this design thinking process. After testing, you implement it. Once a solution has been validated through testing, it is ready to be implemented or launched. After going through all this process, now your project is ready to be implemented or to be launched in the market. Design thinking. Design thinking is all about solving problems in real life. It can deal with cars, planes, even small products like toothpaste or safety pin, anything.